Hey there, this is TimeTravelPenguin, and today I want to give you a small update about the ABC TAS competition. So, as some of you may know, it is back for now, hopefully for a lot longer than it was last time, and as some of you may also know, last year it was around for a small time and then it stopped. And the reason for that is because ABC tasks are actually very difficult to come up with. So just to give you a little bit of an idea, a task needs to be something that is small enough to be competitive. So that means it might need to be about 20 seconds long, give or take, 10 seconds on either end, but it needs to be something that is not significantly long, because otherwise it becomes too difficult to optimize, and not too short, because otherwise it becomes too easy to optimize, and there's not going to be a dynamic range of submissions. You want to have that, that gradient of last place to first place. On top of that, there's different kinds of tasks, whether it be to get to A to B, to complete a single task, or open routes. In normal tasks, that can be difficult in general, but in ABC tasks, it's actually a lot harder than I originally thought it would be. For example, in the main Mario game, you can beat the game largely in amount with no A button, but it's very difficult to do. Some of the tricks are very hard, and most of the levels are not very friendly when it comes to platforming. So that's the main problem. Platforming is huge in Mario, so coming up with tasks to avoid that is almost impossible. So I decided to think outside the box, and the obvious realization is, well, how about we don't use the vanilla Mario exclusively? So rather than using Super Mario 64, I've decided I'm going to look into ROM hacks. So coming forward into the competition, there will be ROM hacks. I am hoping to start doing ROM hacks that are, I could stick with one ROM hack for a certain period of time, do a couple of tasks in it, and then move to a new one. But that takes a lot of time, and I've got to not only come up with the tasks, but find suitable ROM hacks. So that brings me to my next point. The main TAS competition and other TAS competitions typically have a recurring schedule. For example, the main TAS competition is one task every 2 weeks continuously, one task after another. Now, the ABC TAS comp is going to be different. Because I am pretty much running it alone, I need to, I need to be able to step up and say, yes, we're going to have this competition, but at the same time, this year, I am starting university, so I need to really focus on that as well. Now, that's not to say I'm not going to focus on the competition when I can. That's just saying that if I need some time off, then that's what's going to happen. So I might be doing one task a month, maybe 2 tasks a month. Maybe there might be a month without a task. I don't know what's going to happen going forward. It depends on what happens. Now, if I can get away with certain things, such as if the only issue I'm going to have is a reveal stream, then I'd be happy to get someone else to do that for me in my stead. But if it's something such as, a longer period of time where I need to be away from the competition, I can't moderate that and overview it, then yes, I will postpone the events, which a lot of users seem to be happy with. After all, the ABC TAS competition is more of a niche thing, so I feel like it kind of fills the gap where other competitions can't exactly get a grasp on. So whilst people are able to focus on the other competitions primarily, this is a competition you can do in your spare time. Now, that's not to say that people aren't going to take it seriously, because ABC TASing has optimization techniques in and of its own that you don't normally get to focus on in the main Mario competitions. So I just wanted to give that little brief update regarding those matters. So yes, that's pretty much it. As you know, the first task has been released. It is currently in the vanilla Mario game. I think we're going to have 1, maybe 2 more tasks in the main game before I start seriously diving into some other ROM hacks. I have some ROM hacks in mind between ROM hacks by Kays and Brodoot, but I'm not too sure at the moment, so we're going to see what happens. After all, I've got to find a ROM hack that is not platform heavy. After all, if you need to jump to get between platforms, then, it's not a very ABC competition. But that being said, we still have A-button optimization tasks, so I can't wait to see everything that everyone does in this competition going forward. I really appreciate the forgiving attitude everyone has towards me running this and being very understanding of my position, and I hope that everyone enjoys, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. Thank you very much, and good luck going into the first task of the competition.